Namaste Bharat. We welcome you on the show of Vasudeva Kutumbakam Health for All. And on the platform of Humanity, Health and Trade, we have an amazing speaker with us and a very well known professor and Vaidya Anup Thakurji from Jamnagar University of Ayurveda. He is a Vice Chancellor of Ayurveda University. More than 90 publication he has with him, which is a commendable work which I can see as a scientist also I can understand this, that this is a commendable thing. Very few people you'll be find with this kind of desire. And he has guided more than 60 MD. So, in this area of specialization of Professor Vaidya Anup Thakurji's 23 years of experience in Panchkarma, Kaya Chikitsa, and Vajikarana. So, we welcome you, Professor Vaidya Anup Thakurji, on the platform of Namaste Bharat. So, we will start your interview with a very normal question, but amazing question that what would you say about transition of global health in COVID 2019?
Actually, this COVID 2019 has, forced us to rethink about our health system and health system scenario globally. Because before this COVID, we were very confident that any health system, means health hazards, we can handle very well, and the death rate has gone drastically low, and people are living long, and all that things we were thinking thanks to the new developments in the medical sciences. But this COVID has turned the table, and it has forced to the medical society or medical field to think that there is something we are missing, and that COVID-19 has shown, and it has shown that we are helpless up to that level. Means after the inception of the COVID, 8 months or 9 months has been passed. Till date, we don't have any solution, not a treatment, not vaccine, nothing is there. And that situation has compelled us to think about that. And fortunately, our old own traditional system of medicine, that is Ayurveda, has come up with some solution, which is actually time tested, and we are practicing since long. In Ayurveda, it has been mentioned about Janapadodvans, means in olden days also, पूरे के पूरे गांव, villages and districts. Janapad means, in Hindi also everybody knows what is Janapad. Janapadodvans means whole area will be affected, and बहुत सारे death होंगे, और वो सब होता था in those days also. And so they have mentioned what should be done in that Janpadodvans and what care should be taken. And that's why हमारे lifestyle में whatever we are following, like religiously we says that हम बाहर जाएं तो हमारा खाना लेके जाए, हमारा ही खाना चाहिए, we should not touch here and there, and all these things हमें जो स्वच्छता के पाठ पढ़ाए जाते हैं, it is from Ayurveda. And again हमें इसने सोचने पे मजबूर किया है कि we have to start all these things to follow. हमारा जो wisdom है, जो आयुर्वेद का wisdom है, if we start to follow, तो शायद हम इससे बच सकते हैं. दूसरा, this COVID has given another idea, which again supports the principles of the Ayurveda. There are n numbers of bacteria and viruses are on this earth. और आप कितनों की वैक्सीन ढूंढोगे, और आप कितने वायरस और बैक्टीरिया के पीछे जाओगे, बिकॉज आज आपने एक का ढूंढ लिया, हो सकता है कल दूसरा खड़ा हो जाए, एंड इट्स एंडलेस स्टोरी. बट इफ यू हैव अ बॉडी, इफ यू हैव अ इम्यून सिस्टम which can protect you from all this attack, अगर आपका किला मजबूत है, if your fort is well protected, nobody can attack you, and even they attack, they cannot do anything to you. That is the basic principle of Ayurveda. it says that any diseases can take place. There are four factors are there: Rutu, Kshetra, Ambu, and Bij. Rutu means favorable season. Kshetra means favorable field. Ambu means if you give proper water, and Bij means seed. If you sow the seed, if there is a favorable season, if you give proper watering and the khad proper dale, then only it will flourish. Any of this is not there, then that won't get flourished. It ये रोग को भी, disease को भी लागू होता है. And so they says that kshetra is our body here as far as the disease is concerned. Field is our body, right? And if that field won't allow the seed, which can be bacteria or virus, to grow up, it won't allow the seed to grow up to get disease, nahi hoga. So if you have a strong immunity, if you follow the rules of the diets described in the Ayurveda, rules how to follow the dincharya, means daily regime, ritucharya, the seasonal regime, and all these things, and certain measures if you take, you can protect yourself for any kind of diseases. So that's the beauty of Ayurveda, and actually world has started to accept, and world has started to looking forward to it. You know very well that India has the lowest death rate, despite this much population has been affected. Why? Knowingly or unknowingly, our traditional system of medicine has played a role in that. Even our honorable health minister has said once in the meeting about this.
That's so great. So global health, what you have said, that now we need globally to look forward to our ancient science of prevention and cure, Ayurveda, right?
Yeah.
And then we can go for like, Anuki, what is COVID 2019 as per Ayurveda? How will you define this kind of disease, pandemic?
Actually, you know, in Ayurveda, this can be considered under Jwar. Jwar means fever. Jwar is a Sanskrit term, and various kind of fever has been described in Ayurveda with certain symptoms, and this can be considered under the Vata Shleshma Jwar. You know, in Ayurveda, all the diseases, all the pathogenesis has been divided in Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, three humors, and they are the causative factors or reasons for getting the disease. Once they are vitiated, once they are increased and vitiate the body, then it will happen. So this can be considered under Vata Shleshmak Jwar or Vata Kaphaj Jwar, and all the symptoms are very similar to that. And you know, Charak has beautifully said about this, the oldest epic of the Ayurveda. 5,000 years back it has been written. What Charak says, that many diseases are there in the world which you cannot give the name. ये ऐसे भी डिसीज आएंगे जो आप कह नहीं पाएंगे कि ये डिसीज यही है. बट आयुर्वेद हैज अ ब्यूटीफुल सिस्टम कि हम उसको दोष और दुष्य, मीन्स वी हैव अ सर्टेन क्लासिफिकेशन, उसके आधार पे हम क्लासिफाई करेंगे, एंड वी कैन से दिस इज द ट्रीटमेंट, यू ट्रीट इट, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम यू विल गेट सक्सीडेड. एंड आप अगर नाम नहीं भी जानते हैं कि ये डिसीज क्या है, then even you can treat very well with Ayurveda.
So
That strong are the basics of the Ayurveda, and that is the scientific base of the Ayurveda.
So it means that on the base of symptoms only the Ayurveda, without knowing the name, on the assessment only we get to know, and we can actually cure the disease, if in spite of not knowing the name.
Yes, definitely, because many a times, जैसे हमारे वहाँ we have a COVID care center, and in India many institutions have a COVID care center, and हमने उसके बारे में एक पब्लिश भी पेपर करने के लिए डाला है कि जो कोविड पेशेंट्स को उन्होंने आयुर्वेद मेडिसिन साथ में लिया था, वो जल्दी से क्योर हो गए, एंड कॉम्प्लिकेशंस भी उनमें नहीं हुए. दैट इज प्रूवन वन. एंड in all the Ayurveda institutes, if you will say, even the doctors are serving to the COVID care center, then even very less ratio is there who got infected. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's
That's great to hear, and so the people, audience who are listening to us, they will be, get into the different world of understanding Ayurveda through this evidence-based science. And further, if we go ahead and if I ask you how this pandemic have affected humankind globally, like, according to you, how the people have affected physically or mentally or economically, what is the scenario?
आई थिंक इट इज़ वेरी क्लियर बाय मीडिया में बहुत इसके बारे में चर्चा हुई है एंड पेंडेमिक हैज रियली हिटेड हार्ड एज आई टोल्ड अर्लियर ऑल्सो कि नो बडी वॉज एक्सपेक्टिंग कि इतना ये चलेगा एंड economical on the economical ground we have means all the throughout the uh, globe, every country has been affected with this pandemic. And of course, economically and socially effects are there, industrial effects are there, but most important is the psychological uh, impact on the mind of the people, and that is going to go far long. Even after the vanishing of the COVID also, लोगों की बिहेवियर
Yes,
चेंज द बिहेवियरल पैटर्न, इट विल चेंज द लेवल ऑफ द फियर. अभी ये लोग ऐसे हो जाएंगे कि दूसरा बगल में बैठा है वो बगल में सट के बैठने से डरेंगे, पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा. So
क्या होता है?
all these things are there and the fear factor will rise like anything. And in our OPD also many patients comes that they are not having good sleep.
Mhm.
They are under unknown
Fear.
fear they are facing. If you ask what is the fear, they say no, I don't know, but we know that is a unknown fear of the death or to get infected from the
Yeah.
COVID,
Yes,
or their
yes, yes.
family member will get infected by COVID. So all these things are there, and that is creating a lot of social or means mental stress on the psyche of the people. And this psychological pressure or mental stress unknowingly will rise the diseases which are like जैसे diabetes है या hypertension है, which are the psychosomatic
Yes,
disorders. हो सकता है कि in
yes.
future we can see the hype in all this disease.
Absolutely.
So
This is a very good assessment, what you have said. That
yeah,
actually it's about not the pandemic. Through the pandemic, the impact on the diseases, which will might be seen in coming years.
yeah.
Yes, so the people, the audience who are listening, they have to understand how prevention is important for we all. And one more thing here, I would like to ask you that what is how can you connect health with humanity and the role of Ayurveda? Like as you rightly said, the social, the psychosomatic, and we have seen lots of unhumanistic behavior in the hospital, in the premises, in other areas, and how the medical industry, rather in Ayurveda or in allopathy or anywhere. What do you say the role of health and humanity?
Actually, madam, really good question. And मैं मानता हूँ कि focus of the today's health sector is totally in the different area.
Yes.
Today's health sector is focusing on the disease. In my opinion, it is not the perfect approach. Actually, our
Okay.
approach should be towards the prevention and promotion of the health. If
Absolutely.
somebody gets disease, then it's the only smaller part that should be focused, and that is the vision of the Ayurveda always focus on the prevention and promotion of health. अगर आप अपना बचाव इस तरह से कर सकते हैं कि आपको डिसीज ही ना हो, तो फिर डिसीज की तो बात
Yes.
बाद में आती है. एंड
But yes.
Ayurveda says that if you do not listen to your intellect, and if you do not
Mhm.
follow the rules and regulations which should be followed in the diet and your daily practice, then only you will get disease. नहीं तो आपको disease होंगे ही नहीं. And our focus, primary focus should be on that what is suitable to us according to our Prakriti, which Ayurveda says that everybody has a different constitution. So what is your constitution? According to that you should eat. What is the season? According to that you should eat. What is the season? According to that you should behave. And
Right.
Simultaneously you can take certain drugs which are rasayana, means which will promote your health, which will restrict your aging process, which will improve your immunity, like amlaki, amla, very well known, guduchi,
Wow.
giloy,
Yes.
it is very well known,
Great.
and triphala and chavanprash, and many are there. So if we use this rasayan drugs regularly, and even our code of conduct is proper, our mental status, psychological status is well balanced, and if we follow all these things, we won't get disease. And we follow the dincharya, rutucharya according to Ayurveda, हमें disease होंगे ही नहीं. So our focus should be on that. You know the definition of the healthy of the WHO and definition of the healthy according to Ayurveda. पहले WHO की definition was like that कि if there is a no disease, that means you are
No
healthy.
disease.
Now they have started to accept. You बहुत बार हमें ये फील होता है ना कि लेबोरेटरी में आप जाओ, नथिंग विल कम, कुछ नहीं आएगा, लेबोरेटरी आपको सब टेस्ट नॉर्मल दिखाती है, बट देन व्हेन यू फील दैट यू आर नॉट हैप्पी, यू आर नॉट हेल्दी, यू फील दैट देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग, राइट?
Yeah.
आप धीरे धीरे मॉडर्न साइंस ने ये स्टेटस को समझना शुरू किया है, जो कि आयुर्वेद सदियों से जाना है कि भाई even the laboratorically you are fit, pathologically you are fit on the basis of the investigation, but you may not be. और वो अगर आपको फिट रहना है तो उन्होंने जो आयुर्वेद की व्याख्या दी है, स्वस्थ की परिभाषा आयुर्वेद में, उसमें उन्होंने ये कहा है कि प्रसन्न आत्म इंद्रिय मन, Samadhatu, Samakriya, Sam Agni, means your digestion is good, your metabolism is very good, your every physical functions are in position. Then Prasanna Atma, your soul is at rest, at peace, you're happy, and your man, Prasanna Man, your mind is also happy. And Indriya, your all the senses are also happy, then you are healthy. अगर ये सबका मेल होता है, सिर्फ आपका pathological tests are okay and then you are healthy, it's not the case. And if you follow this definition and if you try to maintain this thing, you will never get disease, believe me.
Absolutely. You really define the Vasudeva Kutumbakam in real sense, which is the theme of our subject. That if you follow, you have given a health mantra, in fact, today to all who are listening to it. That health, body, mind, and soul is how it is connected and how you can achieve it. So nothing is impossible, even in the terms of health. So one more question to attach this, I would like to ask you. What is your message to medical industry in aspects of Ayurveda?
For medical industry, I just whatever I said earlier, that same I would like to repeat. There is a one theory: sword and shield. If you consider the modern medical system right now, what is the contemporary, that can be considered as a sword. Means it knows how to attack and how to destroy. But any war cannot be won by only attacking. You need a shield. If you don't have a protection in the war, then you cannot win the war. And so Ayurveda plays as a shield. It provides you a shield against the disease. How to protect yourself. So first, principle is your defense should be so strong that whatever attack comes, you can defend. So of course you have to attack sometime, But if your defense is unbreakable,
Wow.
then you win all the wars. And so Ayurveda has that. It's a time-tested old wisdom, and it is a scientific. आजकल जो इन्वेंशन हो रहे हैं, जो नोबल मिल रहे हैं, if you go
Mm-hmm.
into the deep, all are based on the principles of the Ayurveda. Unfortunately, जैसे मैं 2014 में जापान के एक साइंटिस्ट को नोबेल मिला that if you go for fasting periodically, that helps to restrict the phagocytosis and apoptosis.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Sorry, not phagocytosis but apoptosis. मीन्स अगर आप उपवास करते हैं, अगर आप लंघन करते हैं, तो उससे एपोप्टोसिस जो सेल में होना चाहिए वो होता है, और वो होने से आपको कैंसर होने की और बाकी सब डिसीज होने की संभावना कम हो जाती है. और ये क्या है कि अगर आप 15 दिन में एक बार लंघन करते हैं, 15 दिन में एक बार फास्टिंग करते हैं, तो उससे क्या होता है, बॉडी गेट्स द टाइम टू गेट ओवरहॉल्ड. जैसे 15 दिन में एक बार आपकी बॉडी सर्विस हो जाता है, और बाकी का जो भी टॉक्सिन है उसको बाहर निकालने का टाइम मिल जाता है. आवर बॉडी हैज अ very good system which is known as a homeostasis. Homeostasis means बॉडी अपने आप को फिट रखने की कोशिश करता है, जो भी इम्बैलेंस पैदा होता है उसको ठीक करता है, बट प्रोवाइडेड यू फैसिलिटेट टू योर बॉडी, यू लिसन टू योर बॉडी. हमें पता तो चलता है कि मैंने आज ज्यादा खा लिया, अगर हम सुने अपने मन की तो, पर हम सुनते नहीं यूजुअली, है ना. हमें पता तो चलता है इफ वी लिसन टू आवर बॉडी एंड इफ वी फॉलो अकॉर्डिंगली, तो body will get supported and itself will find out the ways and you will never get disease. So हमारा जो एकादशी का सिस्टम है कि एवरी पक्ष में, मीन्स कृष्ण पक्ष में और शुक्ल पक्ष में एक बार एकादशी करनी चाहिए. हाँ, वो आया रिलीजन में, क्योंकि ज्यादातर लोग जो कि बहुत पढ़े लिखे नहीं है, उनको आप कहोगी कि 15 दिन में एक बार फास्टिंग करो on the basis of the scientific principle, they won't follow. No. धर्म में ये कहा है कि 15 दिन में एक बार फास्टिंग करना, उससे आपको पुण्य मिलेगा, तो वो डेफिनेटली करेगा. एंड वो एक्चुअली हेल्दी रहने का आयुर्वेद का फंडा है, और उसको अभी नोबेल मिला. ऐसे ही बायोलॉजिकल क्लॉक के बारे में जो नोबेल मिला 2015 में अमेरिकन साइंटिस्ट को, दैट इज ऑल्सो फंडामेंटल ऑफ आयुर्वेदा. मैनी थिंग्स आर देयर. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं आयुर्वेद में, जो छोटी छोटी बातें कही गई हैं वो वंडरफुल है, अगर उसको साइंटिफिक वे में प्रूव करने की कोशिश की जाए. आज के जैसे आप आजकल सुनते होंगे कि सीटिंग, बहुत सारे व्हाट्सएप मैसेज चलते हैं आजकल, व्हाट्सएप भी एक यूनिवर्सिटी मैसेज चलते हैं कि भाई sitting is a new smoking, or sitting can cause a lot of problem, right?
Yes. Yes.
आयुर्वेद में ये कहा गया है, मधुमेह में, मीन्स जो मधुमेह के कॉजेटिव फैक्टर्स गिनाए गए, उसमें सबसे पहला है आस्या सुखम, मीन्स लंबे समय तक बैठे रहना. 5000 years back they have told. अब जाके मॉडर्न साइंस ये कह रहा है कि आप बैठे रहते हो तो डायबिटीज आपको होगा. So, अगर हम एक एक चीज को पकड़े, कौन सी चीज मैं बताऊं, बहुत सारी गिना सकता हूं आपको, पर आई थिंक वी डोंट time to talk about.
You really said so well, because we are India is a country of religion, culture, and then the modernization has entered in our country. So here I would like to say, you have said very nicely, but how to spread this awareness of our ancient real asset of Ayurveda? It is हमारी धरोहर है, और हमने ही उसको अवेयरनेस लाना है. दूसरी कंट्री के लोग उसके ऊपर नोबेल लेके जा रहे हैं, so it is now our time. So how you say that this awareness we should take it up?
Actually, Ayush Ministry, our Honorable Prime Minister has taken one wonderful step after taken oath as a Prime Minister. उन्होंने 2014 में he started Ayush Ministry, separate ministry.
Yes,
and it comprises of Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, homeopathy, yoga, and now Sovari.
naturopathy.
Yeah, naturopathy, everything. And actually आयुष मिनिस्ट्री इज now ये कोविड के बाद, पहले भी था पर कोविड के बाद तो वो बहुत विजिबल हो गया है, इज टेकिंग स्टेप on the war front to spread all this science and to generate the scientific proof in these things. पर मुझे लगता है कि all the NGOs also should come forward and
Yes,
with the help of the Ayurvedic doctors, they should spread the message among the
wow,
society that even without taking a single medicine, by the management of the lifestyle, how you can be healthy. What should be the ideal lifestyle? And if we can spread this message, तो मैं मानता हूं कि we can कंसीडरेबली हमारा जो हेल्थ बजट है, हेल्थ मिनिस्ट्री का बजट, उसको कंसीडरेबली रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं. हमारा जो
wow.
बर्डन है हेल्थ बजट का, उसको हम ड्रास्टिकली नीचे ला सकते हैं. एंड वी कैन सेट द एग्जांपल इन फ्रंट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड दैट by following certain principle, by changing lifestyle in some way, you can have
Mhm.
a healthy society without any medicine. Simply some
That's
changes, because
great. That's great.
people are not aware that how to
Not
take food,
aware. They are not aware.
what should be eaten, how one should sleep, what is the importance of the exercise, what is how should be your social behavior, what should be done to save yourself from the mental disorders. All these things
Absolutely.
very well defined in Ayurveda. And
Mhm.
I think if it is spread among the society, that can do wonders. So NGOs also should
Absolutely.
come forward. Of course, we are trying hard to do that thing.
And you have rightly said, so the NGO who are listening to us, the clubs like Rotary Club, Lions Club, Innerville, there are so many clubs who organize such program. They should come forward and with one theme, they can really taking up. So this show has really given a new direction to the system of prevention. And here with Anup Thakurji, we are so thankful to have you over here on this show of Namaste Bharat. And just while ending up the show, I would like to ask you one last question. What is the message of yours as an professor Ayurvedacharya Anup Thakurji, what he says to the audience?
I would like to say that our ancient science and our traditions are very much scientific. I would say about the Ayurveda, particularly, even yoga is also. All this wisdom is very scientific, and if we follow it, we can save ourselves from many conditions. Not only physical, means not only about health, but even the it described about the social things and many other things. It has been described in Ayurveda. So if we follow our wisdom, old age wisdom,
Okay.
we can save ourselves from many sufferings. That is my
Yes.
message.
Yes. So freedom of pain and suffering is what the Ayurveda is actually preaching. That be
Yeah.
free and live like a human, which you need to be.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. And boliye boliye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Anubhai. And really, we are fortunate to have you on the show of Namaste Bharat. And we will be looking forward to see you such more kind of interview on a different aspects with Ayurveda Acharya Anup Thakurji. Thank you so much.
It's
Thank you.
my pleasure. और मैं सिंपली एक बात कहना चाहूंगा कि
Yes.
हमें मन से निकाल देना है कि जो संस्कृत में लिखा है वो साइंटिफिक नहीं है, और जो इंग्लिश में लिखा है वही साइंटिफिक है. आई थिंक वी हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ इट. So with that,
Very
those
good.
words, so with those words, I am really thankful to you for inviting me over here and giving me a chance to share my views with the learned audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.